Hello everyone, this is Max and welcome to the new video. Lately, I've been spending a lot of time on Reddit, and so yesterday I was there and there was this guy who gave me a great idea of a topic for today's video. So he was asking, how can I let this girl know I like her without being obvious with what I say? In my opinion, the answer is subcommunication. So, even if it's a very basic and fundamental topic, I believe it's really important to come back on this. Today's topic, the basics of seduction. Eye contact. Why is it so important? Well, as human beings, we tend to look at two things: threats or things that we are interested in. Now, if you look at the girl, you can communicate two things: that she's a threat to you or that you're interested in her. When she looks at you, it's going to be for the same reasons. Now, let's talk about when you are interested in her and when she's interested in you. When you look at someone directly in the eyes, when your eye contact is honest, it communicates all the good things. It communicates that you're honest and honestly trying to engage with this person. You know, someone who doesn't really believe in what he says will not hold the eye contact. And that's what you see often with someone who's pretty shy. Now, if you believe in what you say, if you're honest about what you say, you will hold the eye contact. And that's a great way to communicate to the girl that you want to engage emotionally, deeply with her. Now, it's also useful because eye contact is often used to hold the sexual tension. Now, when you look at someone, you will talk to them, you will look at them, all right? And sometimes you will hold it a little bit longer if you're interested in this person. That's where the sexual tension comes in. If you look at someone for 2 or 3 seconds more than what you should be looking at this person, it communicates more interest than just the information that's honestly conveyed through this honest look. Now, it's important to hold the eye contact as much as you can. It makes you look very much more honest. It shows that you believe in what you say. It shows that you want to connect with the person. And that's also very useful to communicate that you are interested in the person. Now think about it. A lot of time you can see that someone is interested in someone else by the way they look at the person. It's very useful to show your interest and show sexual tension. Now you can look at an example that I really love. I watched that James Bond movie a few days ago, and in a lot of the scenes you can look by the way he's looking at the girl he's talking to. You can notice the poses where they just stare at each other. There they are talking without talking. And that's amazing because they communicate that they are interested in each other without saying it. It's very subtle.
Out the door so quickly.
Not quite so stylishly. May I ask you where it is?
If you lose, our government will have directly financed terrorism.
Now, second point I want to talk about is the way you carry yourself, the way you stand. This is very important in showing and communicating how confident you are without having to showing off, without having to talk about yourself. The girls will see just by the way you carry yourself, by the way you move, by the way you stand, how confident you are. Now, what does that mean concretely? Well, when you move, you should look straight in front of you. And I'm pretty sure if you picture in your mind the idea of someone shy, it's someone who is looking on the ground, looking at his feet all the time, and having the shoulders in front. Really avoid doing that. If you want to communicate that you are confident, you should look straight in front of you, pull your shoulders back, and try to make yourself look and be taller and bigger. It will really communicate that you're at ease with your environment and that you're at ease with moving around with what is around you. Living the dream. Now I'm going to try to explain in the most PC way why is it so important to be touching girls all the time. So, girls love to be touched. Even though it's not the most mainstream thing you will hear, they love to be touched when it's done the right way. And by doing it often and well, you will show that it's okay to be touched by you, that it's comfortable to be touched by you, and that's all that matters. Now, how do we do this? we are not going to jump on the girl and kiss her right away. So how should you be touching a girl to make her feel comfortable? Well, we're going to start step by step with what is the lowest possible pressure. What's low pressure when you touch someone? Well, you can touch on the sides of the shoulders, on the hands, on the lower arms. That's all right. This is what friends do. This is what people who don't know each other as well do. Now you can get a little bit more intimate, and you are going to go up and up a little bit. You can start touching her inside of the arm. You can start touching her in the back. And see, it's really going step by step to the more and more intimate. But the thing is that you have to feel how she reacts. You have to feel, when I touch her there, does she like it or not? If she doesn't like it, you have to take a step back, wait a little bit until she's more comfortable, and try again. The last thing I want to talk about is the vocal tonality. It's very important because the way you talk, again, is helping in communicating without saying anything how you perceive yourself, how confident you are. What do I mean by that? Well, it's very simple. It's about how your sentences end. Does your tonality go up or does your tonality go down? If you're assertive and confident, your voice should go down at the end of your sentences. If you are seeking for the person's approval, your voice will go up at the end of your sentences. Take an easy example. If you're asking someone a question, your voice will go up. Can you tell me what time is it? Your tonality goes up. Now, if you're really assertive and if you believe for sure that the person will give you the answer, you will rather say, what time is it? Your tonality is going down. And when you do so, it's going to communicate way better that you're confident and sure about what you're saying. You're sure that you will get the answer that you want. You also have to remember that we are human beings, and the way our brain is wired, only 20% of our communication is verbal. All the rest is done through subcommunication. So you really have to pay attention to this. All right, with that being said, I hope those tips will help you, because those are really the basics of the fundamentals of seduction. You have to master those subcommunication tricks to actually communicate to the girl that you like her the right way. You don't need to say anything. Just do those things well and you will see your results improve a lot. Now, that being said, I hope this video is useful to you guys. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Bitches love cake.